heading down to the basement. The lovely Selma Mansion basement. We've had visions of a guy looking around out here, one of the old residents we think who it is. He's kind of grumpy, and sometimes he'll throw things at you. Not really trying to hurt you, but just throw some things at you. A few years ago, there used to be a heater here, oil tanks from the back, and there's a cutaway where you see the pipework coming through there. You used to have a guy that used to peek out from over there and hide like where the oil things were. So the one day I was down here working, I'm standing over here and I'm getting ready to step on the bridge. Well, there used to be green fence posts for temporary fences there, and I'm getting ready to step down. One of them flew off and hit me square in the middle of my back. I stepped onto the bridge that was here. That happened, I stepped on the bridge, and then I got pushed off the bridge. Some people would have turned around and freaked out and ran. I got pissed off and started screaming and yelled and turned around and told them, don't bother me while I'm here trying to put this house back in shape. So that was my experience in this part. Thank God, knock on wood, it hasn't happened to anybody else, and I'd really be upset if it did. In this kitchen area, about where you're standing at, and right about here, people have turned around and told us they see a older black woman dressed in period garb with a wrap onto her. Somebody said her name was Martha. We have two bells. This one is for the back door. That one's for the front door. Back in period time, there were doorbells. If you just look at the doors, there's a pull board, and that's where we ring the bell. The bells have two different tones. So one tells you it's back door, one turns around and tells you it's front door. These I've heard go off in the house when there's nobody been in here. Okay, now some of the things that goes on in here is somebody playing the piano, playing with keys on the piano. And sometimes it sounds like that piano gets picked up and dropped, which is enough to scare the Jesus out of you when that happens.
What?
Yeah. This room is very interesting. You see the flowers that are around here. Mrs. Fornance had a thing of roses. She loved roses. So a lot of times I'll tell teams to bring a rose with them and come in and offer her a rose. And a lot of times she'll respond to you putting a rose down. People say they've been hugged. People say that she turns around and thanks them, but she will communicate with you in this room. It's a very peaceful time when she's in here. Like you will feel your hair stand up, the temperature change. If you use any electronics, the electronics will go off. But she could be very active in this room. Bathroom, it's a mixed batch. Some people turn around and say they hear people in here walking around banging on the shower. I've never personally experienced it, but some people have. We had a woman here.
What was that?
Huh?
Did you just hear that? Pat, are you in here? I just heard a... Pat?
No, that doesn't surprise me. They get a lot of mixed EVPs in here. This is what we call Mr. Fornance's room. You will hear footsteps in this room, but they do get a lot of mixed EVPs, male and female, in this room. People said they've been touched in this room. Now this is the part of the house I personally don't like really coming up into.
Oh good, let's go.
Yeah, thank you. This is the third floor bathroom. Supposedly a gentleman that hangs out up here, and he could be a little bit of aggressive. Likes pushing people, shutting his doors, thing that door, opening and slamming that closet door. This room is the room where people have been standing here at this window, just staring. You know, and someone with their teams, you gotta take them out and take them outside and ground them. So that's why I don't like seeing anybody come up here by himself. In fact, I tried to tell him, you're not allowed to come up here by yourself. This is the kid's side of the house. Now, I've seen it and it's been pretty much documented. That closet door will open and slam shut, and you'll hear kids laughing in this room. Now this room is probably one of the most active rooms in the house. This closet door, I'll close it. I bet you come up later, this thing will be open. We've had a bell onto it so you can hear it. But the kids are really active in here and they will communicate through EVPs. The ball will get kicked around. There's some things that does happen inside this room. Up here, this is probably one of the most active rooms in the house.
I am alone in Selma Mansion now. I'm about to call Michelle Belanger, our psychic. Hi, Michelle.
Hello again.
Okay, so what I was thinking about doing, so you can't see anything, right, is let's see if this works. If I can just black this out.
Yeah, that's just black. That's great.
And awesome, cool.
Very faint senses of several people. Like I'm trying to find, like, is there an intelligent spirit that I can kind of invite to be a guide? And I'm just getting like little blips of, oh, there's a woman, there's a man, there's another man, like a couple of different ages, and these just feel like echoes. They're very insubstantial. It does give me the sense of multiple people having been in the space, moved through the space, left a drifting impression of themselves in the space. There's a man who is walking out of that room. This feels like the echo of a recent event. He feels like he's checking things out, like he's investigating, with purpose, like with the sense of like, I will look into this, like I will be the, I will determine if there is a threat, sort of. There's a little bit of a practical, protective quality to him. So far, no intelligent spirits that I can poke yet. That's not to say that there won't be something, but right now it feels pretty empty. Memory, echo, indistinct emotions. I keep panning out to the exterior of a building, and it's got a couple of levels, and it's a little bit more like, calling it an apartment building doesn't seem to fit either, but I don't know if it's white wood or pale stone trim. The exterior seems to be brick, not like super red brick, but like more like tan, like there's a faded quality to it. I'm gonna sketch what I'm seeing right now real quick, just because I'm not sure I'm describing it real well. But there's this detail where, like, I keep panning out to, if you can see it, like there's a roof here that's a darker color. There's some windows kind of poking out of the roof. And it's kind of big and blocky. So I don't know what that has to do with anything. It looks like a cityscape. And there's definitely buildings around it. Like as I pan out, it's not a big bunch of lawns and, there's trees or anything. Like, this feels like it's nestled in the heart of an area. It might be in one of the older buildings, but it's got a lot of stuff around it.
Walking.
Yeah. Door frame looks craftsman style.
Like architecturally?
Yeah.
Okay.
So what, 30s or 40s, depending on the region. Those, yeah, this one, this one I'll sketch because it's kind of iconic. So. But, okay, so that sort where it's like, you know, you've got the board and then you've got a square thing that sort of like makes the joint with the boards and like a little bit of very simple. I think there might be another way to just go straight forward, but my attention keeps getting pulled to the right for whatever reason.
So I'm heading up to the 3rd floor right now.
And hopefully I can, that's an orientation that's helpful, is there's wall behind me. I think it's an outward facing wall because there's a window. Different colors in my head now. Not the off-white, kind of a slate blue. Trying to think of what that, trying to zero in on what that is, if it's cloth or, I don't think it's the paint.
Michelle is on mute right now and she can't see me, and I am moving across the house right now. Sorry, I feel strange up here, so it's difficult. I was told not to come up here live.
No idea why that stood out. The sense of things moving that shouldn't be moving.
Wow.
Drawers getting pulled out or opened, things missing from inside of storage, things missing from inside of cabinets and drawers. The sense of like, I am certain I put this here, and then it's just gone. A mischievous element. I don't know that it's necessarily malevolent, but there's a kind of sense of hide and seek. Still no clear apparitions, like no...
Michelle, something just banged in the house.
Pardon?
Something, just an unknown sound just went off in the location. Should we head towards it?
Yes, absolutely. Something opening and closing things, huh? There's definitely a shyness to it. What I will say with that is, for investigation later tonight, it will not surprise me if, when there are noises, movement, stuff, wherever the investigators are, it's going to be a couple of rooms off. Like, it'll just kind of be chasing that silly game that everything seems to always play, but this one really likes to not be directly there, likes to be behind, likes to be underneath, likes to be out of the corner of your eye. Every time I try to focus on what's active, again, it's a quick flash of shadow, something darker against dark, but not with a clear shape.
Is it human?
It doesn't seem to be at this point. It's not tall enough, that's for sure. Like it's maybe 4 feet. Like it seems a little bit lower to the ground than I would expect an adult or a teen to be. I'm seeing right now, my attention is drawn toward a space where it's brown, burnt orange, deeper yellow.
Okay.
And I don't know if that's the quality of light or if it's the decor.
Okay. All right, I'm moving. All right, I'm gonna put you on mute. Do your thing.
Okay.
Oh my God. Burnt orange. Wow.
But it definitely has that kind of feel of like not human, not evil, not good, gets up to stuff. Don't piss it off because it'll hide your car keys and, just generally make life a nuisance. Impish is a good term.
Okay. So I just finished with Michelle and Katrina and Heather just arrived, and they are on the outside porch right now. So I'm gonna go get them.
Another investigation.
Investigation. So we are here at Selma Mansion, which is in Norristown, Pennsylvania. I have been here for a photo shoot. Heather has never been here.
Nope.
But we wanted to come because when I was here for the photo shoot like a year and a half ago, I did have something happen to me, and Heather doesn't know what it is.
I don't.
So I don't really know anything. I know like one or two pieces of history, but they're kind of overarching, like kind of everybody knows them. But that is all I know about this place. As far as the experiences, I don't know anything other than my personal experience, and you know nothing.
Which I really like that, because as investigators, we're so used to doing a ton of research that we know everything, and going in like this, there's nothing to like sway our assumptions of what happened here, and nothing to like hinder our investigation.
So we are completely in the dark. We don't know what anybody has said. Everything's been cut from us, and we're just gonna go in and see what we experience, see where we feel, pulled towards, and then we'll see if anything matches what other people have said.
I think we're here. This looks like it.
This looks like it. All right.
Yeah.
You wanna go in?
Let's go in.
Woo!
Oh, feels like Halloween. How's that smell? So right now, Katrina is gonna go start bringing in equipment, and I'm going to do a walkthrough and kind of feel out the place and see what vibes we're working with.
All right, cool.
See you in a bit. Yeah. Huh. When you go into a really old haunted place, there's always this specific smell, and it's definitely, the smell's definitely happening. I don't know how to explain it.
Okay, so I'm here on the 3rd floor. I wanted to check out the place where I had my experience in 2019. I was here for a photo shoot, and I was scouting. I felt really pulled to this area, and right over here, there's a bathroom behind me, and then another room all the way to the left. And when I was standing here, I remember just feeling really, connected, and just like I wasn't alone. And I heard this like breathy voice. So it wasn't a voice like you and I think of. It was like a, there were only 2 other people here. One was with me, who was part of my production team. They were not on the same floor with me. When I came downstairs, I checked with the caretaker, who told me, oh yeah, that happens all the time. So that is as much as I know as far as the activity goes.
I wonder if this has any significance. I feel like for some reason I'm drawn to this photo, and I don't know if it was brought in here or if it was someone that lived here. I'm also wondering why there's all these flowers in here. See how there's all those flowers? Okay, I'm still on the 2nd floor. Sometimes it helps to just kind of stand in a space for a little bit, kind of feel it out. I might decide to put a camera in this room. I feel like there's something about this room. Can't really pinpoint what it is, but if I could choose one of the hot spots, that would be one of them. Now on to the 3rd floor. check that out. Huh. I like this room. I don't know why, but I like this room. Ooh. I love it when there's little secret like closets and cubby holes. And it's very strange that there's just this tiny little cubby hole with a chair in it. That's gonna make me assume that there's something up with this closet. So I'll definitely check that out later. Ooh. Can tell by all the toys in here that there's some children involved. That's a little clue. Ooh, look at that. Ooh. Okay. What's back here? Pretty creepy basement. Maybe into my top 5 creepy basements. I've been in a lot of creepy basements, and this might be my top 5. Yeah, I don't know. Gotta find out what happened down here.
What'd you think?
Hey, what did I think?
Yeah.
Pretty creepy.
Is it?
Yeah. I picked
love
out
this
the rooms upstairs. They're on the 2nd floor.
Yeah.
There was like one on the 3rd, but
I mean, the thing that kind of sucks is because we don't know what's happened, we can't really build a night off of other people's experiences.
Yeah.
So this is definitely going to be a back to basics investigation.
yeah, not knowing the history, not knowing the hotspots, it's kind of like, it does hinder the investigation a little bit.
Yeah.
But then again, maybe people, when they come here, they focus on the rooms where they've heard the most stories and the most active rooms, and they kind of disregard other rooms that could be active. They just don't spend time there. Maybe the activity is just like stagnant.
Yeah.
So, yeah, basic investigation, which I like. I don't like using a lot of equipment.
It's so basic.
It's so basic. Just your basic haunting. So on my walkthrough, I said this room smells different. I said this room smells different. I don't know what it is, but it smells different.
It actually does kind of feel creepy now that we've settled in.
Is it weird?
Is in this space. Holy. What? Do you feel that?